I guess it's always a great Australian dream to be able to take time off work and to travel, particularly with your kids.
My favourite part of the trip would be the Gibb River Road because just the remoteness and all the gorges out there.
Something I'll never forget is Ningaloo Reef because we swam with whale sharks.
Australia in itself, how much it has to offer, we just wanted to share it with our boys and just the learning that it could provide.
So let's try. McGregor's got to sign you, bud.
And probably just to have that time as a family unit, that it's just priceless to us. I'm Kim Pittman. I'm with Fire Rescue New South Wales, as is my husband Brett. Both been in for coming up 17 years. Two boys, 10 and 12. So Will's in year 5 this year and Brody's just started high school in year 7. Both very active boys, loving the outdoors, loving their sports.
So on the 1st of December we left Sydney heading south towards into Victoria and Melbourne. Our plan was to basically head along the coastline and stick to the coast for as much of the trip as we possibly could. We initially planned to head away for 7 months, but got a little bit cheeky and sneaky towards the end, extended it for an extra 4 to 5 weeks because it was too cold to go home. Got back and then scratched around at home, went back to work and realised that this wasn't enough. So we've ended up packing up since and doing another 2 trips.
Being in a government job, I guess we have got the beauty of our long service leave, so we actually utilise that to have payment still coming in. And then we decided that the best thing to give us extra financial help, we did rent out our house. We decided to do the 8-month trip, just solely the size of Australia, and so we knew by the time we got up to, or across the WA and up to the Kimberleys, the time it takes to get back, you might as well just continue travelling. We wanted to have that freedom, so we could, if we enjoyed a place, we could stay that little bit longer. And yeah, just to get out of the norm, I guess, of being routine and being told you have to be here and there. We decided not to do 12 months because it was probably that little bit longer of the boys being out of school.
So this is like where we were on each of the dates there, and this is some of the Indigenous art up in Laura.
I used to be a teacher before becoming a firefighter, so I'm still very comfortable knowing how the curriculum and everything works. Their primary school, it was very supportive, their principal and particularly their teachers.
I remember he taught us how to make spears, and was it Bundy that showed us the ancient footprints of the Aboriginal man and the child?
For some people, they think schooling is actually sitting at a desk and reading and writing, getting their schoolwork done.
It's a bit of potch that you find in a rock. So if this was in the ground, there's a sign of bits of opal could be near.
The geography of the country, it's so diverse and unique. And so just to be able to experience that, they lived that and learnt that without just reading a textbook and answering some questions.
It's a skull of an animal. I'm guessing it's a juvenile kangaroo.
I would give up and travel indefinitely if I could. Give up work, but obviously at the end of the day bills have to be paid. You don't need to be rich to travel. We actually spend less money travelling than if we were living at home, like day to day. It is actually so easy. The hardest part is probably taking the courage to go, yeah, rightio, we're going to do this. And then the hardest part is actually going home and trying to go back to a normal life.
Like anyone, when you finish holidays, it's coming back to the grind. You do get a little bit, not lost, but you just know all your priorities change in life. So what was important to you, the big house, the nice house, all the materialistic things, they probably become a bit more of a bother than getting in the great outdoors, and just can't wait to do more of it.